girl, Big Root True Talk, back with another one, episode 10. I said it, yes, episode 10. I made it to 10 episodes, y'all. Give me a round of applause. I'm strong. Yes, with that being said, I have a special guest, you guys, by the name of Nolimit Jihad. Can you please give him a round of applause to you guys? No Limit. Hello, hello. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
What's up?
Oh, okay. Before we start, I wanna you can put the earpiece in if you want to. Before we start, I want to talk about your up and coming business that you got going on. So you sell clothes.
Yeah, it's an urban line called Interstate Junkies.
Okay.
You know, nice shirts, sweaters. We have clothes for the babies. We want to do sheets, hats, everything.
Okay.
You know, we got some everything coming.
Okay.
Seasonal though.
So let them know how they can reach you.
You can reach us at banksjihadi at gmail.com. That's banksjihadi, BANKS JIHAD at Gmail.
Okay. I also put it down in the comments or up top for you guys as well on Facebook. Today we're gonna switch it up, and also I want to give a shout out to the music in the background. The name of the music is GS the Brand and Chris Cornelius. This Christmas, you can check them out on YouTube, you guys. Also, back to the subject. Also, give a shout out as well. I just got a lot of shout outs served today.
Don't forget about the drinking. How about this? Let's start this off early.
That's your cup. What are you doing?
Nah, I ain't gonna mess with this. I got something else. I'm doing something else. I ain't gonna drink.
Okay.
I'm driving.
Okay, so before we start the question, you guys, I put in Facebook last week. If you give me a topic, I would shout you out. So I went with Iron Shine Brown. His question was Uprising and Crime Nationwide. So that is what we're talking to. Shout out again for writing down the topic, and I end up using it on episode 10, sorry. I hit my stick, y'all. Episode 10. So with that being said, how do you feel about the Uprising and Crime Nationwide?
Me? In Chicago?
Just period.
Worldwide. Because we can't just talk about our city. Yeah, worldwide. I feel like it's sad. I feel like maybe if people had better resources or better ways to feed their family, then probably would be so much crime if everybody had a part of aware of wealth. But you can't blame it on the wealth either, though, because people's behaviors and actions start at their household. You know what I'm saying? From who they was raised upon. So you can't. I look at it like if I had a way to stop it, I would. But I just feel like people need to get more unified, like with each other before. You know what I'm saying? But it's like this. Without revenue, then most people are happy. You see what I'm saying? So it's not probably all about just how people was raised. People can be in a situation where they need to feed their kid, or kid might need a transplant, or they might be facing time in prison for a petty crime that they're getting time for, like they're getting a murder case or something. So people be having a lot of weight on their shoulders, especially when you're like living up in Chicago anyway. In Chicago, one of the worst cities in the country, period. But you want to speak for the whole country because crime everywhere, violence is everywhere. I feel bad about how the urban community is killing each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because look, for the fact of the matter is, you might kill somebody that's creating opportunities for you to get up out of the ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
You might kill somebody that got connections for your mama to be opened up to different resources where to help you feed your family. But then, you know, people don't even really like to accept help.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People don't like to accept help. And then they mask everything from happiness to being sad. Then you got to look at the people that have mental disease because, you know, people don't pay attention to mental health either. And that's why most people go out and do like self-medicated drugs and then don't know how to handle it after so long and then just end up snapping with all the pressure.
Exactly.
You know? So I just pay attention to like what's around me and love and protect what I love. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's all you can do. So, the first question is, do you think that the parents should be responsible for the kids committing a crime under the age of 18 years?
Shit, you said, repeat that question again.
I said, do you think that the parents should be responsible for the crime the kids committed under the age of 18 years?
Think about that for a second. Because I want to be able to, absolutely not. For the simple fact, now, they can be blamed for their kids thinking because, you know, you teach your kids, you teach your children to obey, and you teach your kids how to be respectful. You teach your kids everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it is up to the kid to take the knowledge you gave them and be disobedient and do what they do. No, the parents shouldn't be. If that was the case, the whole world, every kid in Chicago, every parent, we won't have no parents in Chicago. They're shit. If that was the point, if that was the case, if the parents did, no, I don't feel that way. I feel like, you know, the parents teach the kids and try not to keep the kids out of trouble and all that. But you know, once the streets get the kids, hold the kids, man, it's over with, man. Because mama can't afford a Bentley. Mama can't afford that Maybach. Mama can't afford that $20,000 chain. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So once, you know what I'm saying, the kids get a piece of that, then, you know, there really no turning it back. So no, I don't feel the parents is responsible and should be punished, penalized for what their kids do, because if that's the case, these little motherfuckers get high and do some shit, then beat it, and mama then lost everything behind their ass while they done motherfucking did some old treacherous ass shit out here. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mamas ain't telling them to do that shit. You know, women be the most positive motherfuckers on earth. Well, you know, you got some women that's corrupt, but
so,
you know.
So you saying you don't think it's the parents' responsibility?
No.
You don't think it's really their fault that their kids is acting up? You think they doing it because of what so much of the world?
No, it's
like
the music.
Getting out about music. They
music,
listening to the music.
It's the music, the influences that's on the block that they see, that they walk past on the way to school when they standing out hustling, or the people that they see on Instagram, they following an image. It's an image that they're chasing, that they love. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody loves fortune and fame, man. Everybody loves looking good. So no, I don't feel like that. I feel like once the mamas lose control, the sons or the daughters, or if a daughter catch a nice nigga that can trick them with factory diamonds, you know, they gone because they, you know what I'm saying, they don't know better. You know, so it's not the parents, it's the people that lose the kids too.
So you think the world, like, it's not the parents, it's the people on outside?
Yeah, it's the people on the outside, but sometimes you can't, it's like, I'm not gonna say it's all outside. It's a 50-50 ratio. Nigga come from a good ass school. Nigga go to a good ass school. Children go to a good ass school. Play ball, all that. So he can, mama can buy him X-Fast, everything he needs. Support him with clothes. Make sure he eat food. He can be even an intelligent kid, but once mama can't afford that Benz or something that's brighter than what's going on inside his crib, man, he got to get it outside. And when he get it outside, he lost.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't be the mothers, but then you got to look at it, like I said, it's like a 50-50. Everybody ain't on the, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ain't on the wrong path, you know? From just not being in a dysfunctional home. There's kids that come from good homes that...
And still does the same thing.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, they still do the same thing. Because they love it. They love the Jordans, and they love them chains. They love to be popping bottles, or, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere with some female where they can be like, man, Shorty did that, this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it ain't the parents' fault. I don't blame the parents. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case, I'll blame my mama. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't blame my OG. I blame, you know, it's just like, hey, like they used to say back in the day, it's like being a product of your environment. You know what I'm saying? When you are whatever you around, you are who you hang with. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but then again, people get loose because, like I say, some kids get loose,
Mm-hmm.
and it ain't no turning back. So ain't no coming back. So they just keep on going until the destruction of the road, until the road end, and then it be in destruction. Then they sit in the penitentiary. Like me, I was one of those kids.
Okay.
You
So
know
you
what I
feel
mean?
like you can relate?
Yeah, I feel like I can relate. You know what I'm saying? I was one of
Mm-hmm.
those kids that came from a good family, but you know everybody had their problems. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I went the wrong way. I could have had a chance to be a different man growing up before who I am now. See, I'm somebody else right now. Everybody know that. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But I could have been, you know what I'm saying, somebody better than who I am today if I would just listen. If I would just listen, you know what I'm saying? So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, I don't knock the kids, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody got their own life. You can't tell nobody what to do, but it's sad that the kids not listening to somebody that know, that been through it already. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't blame y'all. I don't blame the parents. I
Okay.
don't blame us, rather. Let me say.
Okay. So yeah, I heard it from him. He don't feel like it's the parents, but it can be, vice versa. It can start in the house or it can start on the streets, but
Exactly.
he don't really blame the parents. And I feel too, I understand what you're saying because at the end of the day, people tend to always blame the parents. But if you grew up going through stuff, why do you go out and do the same stuff that you don't like, that you was brought up to?
That was a good question. You say, why do you go out to the things that you dislike, the
Mm-hmm.
things that
What you didn't like growing up, you still doing it, right?
man, I don't even know why people doing the same shit that I don't know. See, that's because you know it's hard for change. It's hard for change, like especially because look, when you again, I'm trying to tell you, when you man trying to pay this motherfucking rent, or you trying to motherfucker pay this condo, you know what I'm saying? You forced to that. You think she wanna go fuck with this nigga? You think this nigga wanna be dragging, vice another son wanna be dragging her around? We got all these bills paid. You think she wanna just go to the club trying to be? So they force back into some people be forced to be indulging in the things that they be like growing up like, man, I don't like it yet. You know, but it is what it is. You know, that's why you can't judge nobody because you never know one day what day and one day what day you might be in a situation where you was looking at her like that or him like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I can't tell you why people still do the stuff that. And then you got to look at it like, you know, drugs play a major. These new drugs play a major part too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Because what we didn't take back then, these kids taking it now and everything getting them.
Like you can't. I saw some stuff where a kid hit his mama. Like you know what I mean? Like back when I was growing up, man, your ass would have been dead. If your uncles and
People
your
had the right
granddaddy didn't get you, yeah,
discipline your child. Now
yeah.
it's like, and I'm one of
You
those
can't
parents
discipline
now.
child.
You touch my child, don't touch my child. But you know what I'm saying.
But guess what
But
though?
back then, that's how it was.
Yeah.
But these days, parents is more ignorant than back then. It was more. They was more older, righteous. You know what I'm saying? They was good. They knew how to do it. You better stop. You know, they calm.
I'm gonna tell you that.
It wasn't calm like
and
that.
Look, that's where they lost the youth at too. When grandmama stopped being around, and then the kids start having kids.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like the motherfuckers that be doing that, be the people that already like. How can I say? Because I don't want to stereotype nobody. Like. They're just kids having kids. So you like more your kid friend than showing parental like ways of growth. You know what I'm saying? So they grow up kicking it with their mama, smoking weed with their mama, because they're around the same age. So I don't know.
Well, the next question is, do you think if the government enforced a curfew law, would that help with the crime?
Nope. Nope.
Look at you.
No, it won't. Because you want to know why it won't work? You want to know why it won't work? Because the kids won't even listen to their own mama curfew. Then they talking about
But I mean, if they'll force it to the point where if you really see them, they go in. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what they're going to do. Take off running with their gun through the game. Off to the next block. What you talking about? But I don't know. Let me see. If they enforce a curfew and be like buckled down, like and just be jumping out, jacking, you know, like I said, drugs play a major part. People be hassled. You don't want the police killing up our kids, man, enforcing the bogus law because most of our children in Chicago carrying pistols to survive.
Yeah.
For survival. So when they jumping out and they already have something, and then the police get to chase them, and then the police kill them. So no, I don't agree with the. The curfew law because in the same sense they're not even gonna stay in the house anyway. They're just gonna move them around, and you know how lazy the police is. You know.
Yeah. So you think if the police played a part and better protected instead of killing, we'll be better off too? Because you know that's probably why the world is getting so messed up. Because now it's like you supposed to protect us, but y'all against us. So now we out here living for self for real. Because y'all ain't gonna come.
Exactly. See, I heard somebody say that the police don't fight crime; they respond to it. And I looked at that like that was a true fact, like a true statement. You know what I'm saying? Because that's true. Like when gunfights break out, the police could be sitting on the next block, and they're not gonna come to somebody who need to be like scraped up off the ground, putting an ambulance or something. So you know, like if the police did more like protecting, like for us, like instead of just aggravating and agitating people, for us like watching out for their homes, like so people won't break in them and people won't break in their cars, like have more discipline with they self before they start trying to discipline somebody else. Because if you really look at it, we just like a check to the police. They got a job to do. When they take that badge off, they're regular citizens like us, and they got to worry about the same thing that we got to worry about. You see what I'm saying? So really, by them really wanted to respond to you like a gunfight, that's risking them going home. So they don't really care.
Yeah.
You know. So they don't really care. So I don't think that'll work either. You know, it's got to be. Look, I'm gonna tell you where it got to start at, man. It got to start like in the homes. Like men got to raise their kids and be fathers to their kids, so they can teach their kids more than just selling drugs or more than just shooting a gun or loading a bank. They got to be there to teach them like how to be in school and that school matter and how to be a man, teaching the attributes that they know. You know what I'm saying? Like, but see, then you got to look at it like on the ratio. It's not too many men that's like that. There's real men that know how to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
And know the type of love that even the child deserves because they never had it, so they don't know how to spread it. You know.
Because every child needs a mother and father figure.
Yeah, true.
Even though us women is very strong women and you know we can play the parts well, that's still not enough to. It's enough if we gotta make it enough. If we gotta do what we gotta do. But at the end of the day, it's not enough. A child needs they father the same way. A girl needs to know how by their daddy treating them a certain way. That's why they go and find it somewhere else by a man. And they looking like, well, I ain't get taught. I don't know how to love. But if your daddy love you, he sit there and tell you as well, like, this is what you don't supposed to do.
And that's why so many women, young women, accept the abuse, like, because they don't be knowing the niggas really be disrespecting them. Because
they think it's love.
Exactly. They get synced it so much in their house or not synced so nothing about love. So they just accept anything from, you know what I'm saying, men in relationships. You know?
So you don't think they should make no curfew? They can just drop that because they ain't gonna listen.
They ain't gonna listen to that. You seen what they did downtown last year? They tried to do it then. Remember for that little 2-month run they had? Shit didn't work, did they? They sent it up downtown. They sent it up downtown. Crazy ass kids. Real, I'm just saying, like if my kid to be doing some weird shit like that, man. I'm stripping everything. Like I couldn't take it. Like just the fact that he represented me or she represented me, and it's just happening like that. Like you see happening. Like I just couldn't take it. Like on my heart, I had to send my kid to a border school or something. Get him up out of here.
So, since you live in Chicago, like, how do you feel with what's going on with the crime in there? Like, do you feel like people is wrong for still having kids there and all this going on, or do you feel like sometimes people just can't up and move?
Well, I can see like by me being in Chicago and the can about the crime, like it's sad because I wouldn't blame women for wanting to just up and leave. This is a beautiful city. Don't get me wrong. A lot of architect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of history. But
But the good spots ain't even safe no more.
that's what I
Downtown
was just
used to
gonna
be
say.
safe
I
in the
was just
mud.
gonna
Now
say
it's
that.
not.
I was just gonna say that downtown ain't even safe no more.
Mm-hmm.
The places we supposed to go and believe in ourselves, a dream of it, to see stuff that we had never probably, well, not we, as but some people would never ever obtain. So then I just feel like I wouldn't blame women for up and wanting to leave the city because half the time when these boys out here doing what they doing, man, it's 9 times out of 10, man, there's more women getting killed than kids than the actual person who have
Like back then,
parts in the
back then when we was younger,
treachery.
when we was growing up, it was if you going
Yeah.
to shoot a person, you going for that person and you aiming. They wasn't missing like they doing now, but these is kids doing
No,
the
you
crime.
can't. Not even if it wasn't just the kids though. It's them switches and them drums. Niggas excited. They never had nothing that you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
They infatuated with it, and then these little motherfuckers think this motherfucker GTF man, GTA. They think this Grand Theft Auto man. Straight up. They be off them drills. They grab them hammers. You did something, they come take you down.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you gotta know how to move in Chicago though. Like, and then as a nigga like being in his 30s and his 40s though, he shouldn't even be having even no say so about what's going on with the little shorties like the drench gangs and the fucking 300 and OT. I mean, you need some. It's cool to say music and be like, you know what I'm saying, a fan of their music and they art, but as far as like indulging in it, like you supposed to already know like how to be a leader. That's why the shorty's so fucked up now because the niggas that's older before them, they don't even got no direction. You know, half of the niggas that gave me advice now,
Mm-hmm.
if I slide through right now, they probably have cocaine out there drinking beer still, like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like don't even got shit really going on. So that's why I blame Chicago. Like I don't blame the city. I blame the people that send it.
Exactly, because Chicago is not bad. And I say that for every place. It's like it's not that it's bad, it's the people in it that make it bad.
That make the city fucked up.
Yeah.
You know. I'm not a fan of like violence no more. You know.
No more.
No. No more.
But you know what? Everybody learn from their mistakes, and if you don't learn from the mistakes you've given, then you're not learning.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like that's good that you said no more because you're learning from
Yeah.
It's a lesson learned, and you gotta
sit down,
learn.
cuz look, sit down, cuz you gotta learn because you don't be wanting nobody to tell you what to do and how to hear you being in a cage like an animal.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But people ain't seen that type of life yet.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? People ain't really seen that life, and if they did, they wouldn't be human. They wouldn't be doing the stuff that they're doing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But like you say, if you don't learn from the lesson, man, it was never a lesson taught. You know?
Mhm. You gotta learn from the lessons. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to learn. Last question. Do you think if we had more jobs or programs available for the kids that would help?
It wouldn't stop the crime, but it'll slow it down. If you know what I'm saying, like you got something really like centers that they can go to, little work resources they can have, where they can keep them a couple dollars in their pocket. I do, because not all these kids bad here, man. Not all the kids bad here, man. Their mamas just strung out. You know, they don't got nowhere to lay their head properly. That's safely. They don't got no money to eat, so it ain't all the kids are not bad. You know. So yeah, I do. I think it'll slow it down like a little bit because the ones that don't have nothing, that's thinking about doing something bad, they'll go get off the street and they can go get them something to eat out this center. They can go wash up in this center. They can go watch TV, drink coffee in this center, like they do for the elder people that have like warm centers. They usually have centers like that for kids too in Chicago. It might make it more better, more safer for them.
What if they get like one of them little stores where you can, if you don't have, you can come in and they'll give you if you ain't have a coat or shoes, because you know, yeah, like a Goodwill, but just a giveaway, like they really giving, yeah, like you if you really need it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Now, if kids will come across that, maybe crime will slow down. Maybe crime will, because they have something to do. You know what I'm saying? They'll be occupying their time instead of occupying their thoughts, pressing their thoughts on negative stuff that's gonna help them get money.
Because we gotta also understand and think that when these kids go out, be in different games and different, by different games, I just said this, by different games and everything, you can't go certain places. So maybe the program might be over here, but you know you can't go over there because it's, you know, these kids just gotta come together, and the being in a gang don't make don't make you, because at the end of the day these people not really gonna have your back. When you locked up, you locked up. When you dead, you dead.
That's the kids that don't know no literature behind their organization that they into. You know what I'm saying? Because like back in the 90s, we had literature we had to learn, and you know what I'm saying. If you don't know literature, you're not really one of us. So. And then, you know, literature kept structure within life, you know what I'm saying? Especially when they have people running the neighborhoods, and Chicago don't have it no more. It's every man for themselves.
Exactly.
So the kids, like if
these kids is joining in them just by going to steal a car or going to do this.
Just because he heard his homie got shot.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, you know, it ain't like it was back then when we was growing up.
You need to take care of yourself.
Where in the 90s where crime was organized, you know what I mean? See, but I just see if the kids, it's the kid, but I'm just saying the kids will still be doing stuff. It's just it might slow down because they don't got to think about robbing nobody to go eat. You just fed them. Y'all just cook a big meal. You know what I'm saying? But the government won't give nobody no resources like that, or even no agricultural resources so they can grow their own. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, then maybe we could come together. But you can't come together without anything. You know what I mean? You gotta have somebody that has something to get it started. Gotta be somebody to start it.
One of the Sandra Allen this violence has to stop. Our kids is out here killing kids, plus carjacking and robbing, etc.
Repeat that again.
She said the violence has to stop. Our kids is out here killing kids, plus carjacking, robbing, and etc.
I agree. Because you know what? They targeting like elder people and then they robbing for cars that don't even, it's prices you can't get no money out that stuff. Like you having Uber people, that's what retarded. They don't have cash. You know what I'm saying? So you know the kids need to try to focus on education, man, because without once they get that point where they like in their 30s and they don't have anything, it's gonna be too late. They don't have time to go sit behind a desk, into somebody's university, and then I don't agree with robbing and carjacking. I can't, and the kids won't even listen to you if you can't even provide nothing for them. They look at you like get out of here.
Exactly. You gotta hand them some money, but even if you help these kids these days, they still gonna go out and do it, even if you help them.
Behind your back, and they ain't even gonna tell you that they just got through doing it. They gonna do it behind your back. Even though you feed them and all that, got something, and it could be something positive you got them doing, like cleaning up the neighborhood, gaining points from the old people who drugs you selling in front of their crib. You know what I mean? And they still gonna find a way to mess that up and do some stupid stuff. So So I don't even talk to their ass no more about nothing. I let their ass do what they gonna do.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You get yourself hurt.
They robbing, other people's property that we work hard for. You taking something that we got to get to point A to point B with, and that we pay, car notes and everything, doing our hard-earned money that we can't even sit in the car without getting stuck up or shot. Yeah. Like you can't even go out no more. And for the robbing part, it's just so crazy because you taking the car and then you ain't even doing nothing with it. You crashing it.
Right. Once they know,
yeah, they getting it. No, they not making it.
Right.
It's so many ones that they crashing. Not all. I know what they do with them. I'm talking about Father, as once you take it and you run, you ain't making it because
they hit a tree and then jump right up out
exactly. Your shit. Now it's total.
Jump right up out your shit. You catch the L all the way back out.
Man.
Yes.
You ain't benefiting getting nothing.
Seen that the whole summer. Every block we turned, it was a crash car. Cow holes in the car, man.
Yes. It's
sad.
It's very sad.
The government need to start giving people money for resources so they can buy houses and buy like properties, so the people that do got the people in the neighborhood can to kill the people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I just feel like people need to come together, and people don't. Like, if we work together as a team, we will benefit much better. That's why other races is, successful in doing stuff. We laughing at them piled $1 million in a car or 15 to a house, but it's theirs, and they got other businesses.
I guarantee you, before the end of the year, everybody who moved in that one apartment with them, they got their own house.
Exactly.
They moved out. Everybody got a house.
Exactly. Or they don't got no problem with doing it. They'll save up even more.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Because the urban people, I ain't gonna say urban people, they infatuated with like luxury and lifestyle, like the lifestyle like of being seen. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched a white man wear a pair of shoes for 5-6 years straight.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Exactly.
I watched them.
And that's hurtful, because by that being if that was your friend.
Yeah, he was rich as fuck though. On the tab, his own crib, had another crib paying, and he had bought his son a house.
But back then he didn't have.
Well, I can't say because when I met him, he was already a wealthy old man.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? He was already wealthy. He transformed now. He transformed now, but when I met him, he was wealthy. Took care of his family.
Okay. Matthew Brim said, they killed me because that's my home vote. That's my home vote. She's so silly.
That's why she shooting, because she knows me.
Matthew Brim said these parents, not like back then, grandma didn't take no mess.
No, you're right about that. You're right, because grandma, that's what I had said. I said once grandmother left out the scene, like taking care of the family, keeping the glue together in the family, that's when you lost like society, like your community and the kids, because there wasn't nobody to teach them the morals and the value system that Granny was teaching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then not even that, like everybody depended on grandma's house. Like everybody, and I'm saying this from everybody that I kind of grew up with. It's like everybody played that part where they grandmas, we always went to the grandma house. Yeah. And if the grandma passed away or got sick to the point where they couldn't do it no more, then everybody is just elsewhere. Like we don't come together because it's always, who gonna do this? I ain't got that. And don't nobody got time for it. That's but back then, you just went right to grandma's house. They cooked. They made sure everything was good and everybody just enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
Now it's like, who gonna do this? Who gonna cook this? Like, I can't go to nobody's house and everybody cooked.
Right.
Who is that? Why? Who made this? Oh, Stacy made that. Mike made that. John made that. That is nasty. First off, I don't know how y'all house is, and I don't know how y'all cook. Like, I'm not gonna eat. Please don't tell me, oh, you should bring something. I'm not. I'm gonna bring a drink. That's what I'm gonna bring.
And I'm gonna give your plate to somebody homeless on the corner.
I wouldn't even probably take the plate if everybody fixed it. If I know these, people or whatever, I'll be like, you made. That's what you said. You made. Who I come with. You made that, right? Okay, I'm gonna eat that, and But I probably eat before I come. And like I said, I brought a drink, so I'm gonna drink that drink. I eat when I get home, dear.
I don't really celebrate holidays anyway like that.
Yeah. So. I mean, I had stopped for last year. Well, I still kind of slowed down, but my thing is, by me having teenagers, because they, my son's teenager and Kayla just 11, but how? Hold on. Suspended, restrained. How? Ask. I guess you have to ask, because I don't know. How you let them in? I don't know how to let you in on the computer. Probably ask me and see if that worked. That's butter. You want to get in?
Yeah, that's crazy. You want to shoot? He got AK. He got baby Drake, mini Drake. Not let him in. Folks got a mini Drake.
I'm trying to. I don't know how to let you. I don't see it. Try to ask or something. Because I don't see nothing. Let me see. Nope, I don't see it. But yeah, like, it's just so crazy how family just changed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
But I don't see it, though.
Family's supposed to be, a knit type thing, you know what I mean? Let's see.
I know, he said he did. He said he did try. But I don't see. But yeah, it's just crazy, because I miss those days where I went to, the whole family came. Now it's up to us, since everybody older, to get everybody together. And it's like, soon I try, it's like everybody's always something. This person gotta work. This person gotta do this. This person gotta do that. And it just be like,
I grew up in a family, in a house with a big family. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother had damn near 13 kids. And all her kids had kids.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least two or better. I only think only two of my aunties didn't have children. Yeah. So I know how that feeling be.
Yeah.
But then, like you say, once you get older and you get your own life, you know what I'm saying? The closer get the most, and people like you're not seeing.
It's always something.
But then again, it can be things that people done inside of their family where people don't even want to be involved or be around people or be like indulging in nothing that people do. You know what I mean? So, when you look back at it and you see it, then you say, "Oh, yeah, he right."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at it and look back, I'm talking about, and you real within yourself, when it comes to like, you think and you say, yeah, he right. You know what I'm saying? He right.
Well, I just feel like, at the end of the day, life get better. Everything takes time. Nobody's perfect.
Exactly. That's why people gotta stop living off the past, because the shorties just watching that, like it go generational. It become like a cycle. when you harbor so many bad feelings
It's
about
time for
something
bed.
or somebody,
I'm sorry, it's 9 o'clock.
and then you're not really like hurting nobody, but like really yourself when it comes to it, down to it, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where they make yourself feel like that. Because I've never known nobody never to do nothing to me unless I let them. Put myself in a situation to let them do that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I went to prison, I let the police take me to prison. You know? I could have been a statistic and right there fought myself to death and died right there because I didn't want to go to jail. I've been scared to go to jail, like, you know what I mean? But
do you see a request on that? Like to request my Jay.
I just feel like family need to, you know what I'm saying?
But you see it? You see a request? You know? He's trying to request to come on, but I don't see him.
Big dog want to get in.
He want to get in, y'all. He trying to get in.
Big dog want to get in. Let Big dog in, man.
I don't see
He
it,
probably
though.
got something to say. Y'all better know Big dog loaded, though. He got a motherfucking top.
I'm trying to see. I cannot be thinking what I'm trying to figure out. I am over here trying to figure out.
Are you under here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, pretty much, you guys, I'm not seeing, I'm trying to, get him on right quick, little razzle dazzle, but I'm seeing notifications. But that's all I see. So pretty much, I'm sorry. I'll figure that out next time. Cause
Sorry, big fella.
it ain't.
Luck ran out today, bitch. Can you gotta get your iPhone.
Oh, is that what that is? Don't tell me that. You ain't got no iPhone partner. That's probably. I don't see you.
You better talk in the comments. Say what you got to say in the comments, man, because you trying to steal our show. Let me throw you a rap concert or something, man. Straight up. Don't come to the comments, man.
Trying to what's the call? Yeah, I can't.
You trying to Kanye West. You feel me? Come on, man.
But yes, guys. So, we done went over how is the parents responsible? Should it be a curfew? And if people had jobs and programs. So finish on that because we did kind of get off the subject on the programs and the job one. So yeah, like because you know we was talking about if the person had a program out for the kids, it'll help more. But you still got to think about it. We do have certain stuff like that out here, and yet they still don't go to it.
Yeah, that's true. That's because
so
they don't got no influence. The people that's around them, that they're watching, they're not trying to make a difference. They're not trying to change. They're not trying to teach them. They're not trying to show them. So they're not gonna listen. If they don't listen to somebody, they don't have nobody to listen to tell them to go. But you know what? You got to be the message that you bring. You can't just tell somebody, hey, go climb up that wall, or rock climb that wall, and they don't know how. Or they're gonna do it by themselves. You gotta show them. You gotta go up there with them, give them encouragement. You gotta get them work. Like when you see like, no, I'm not gonna use that scenario. You just gotta give them encouragement. You gotta uplift these little niggas and teach them something. You can't just tell them like, here, go do this, go do that. And then they got to see you doing it. But then now they got their own wave now, so y'all might be cool in a couple more years, man. The wave changed. These little niggas know how to rap and digital market themselves now. So they getting some money now. So they might get out the way and leave the guns alone, man, after they see their homies get 100 years for the murders last summer. Straight up. Because that motherfucker is up there. Them numbers up there. I watch the news. You know what I'm saying?
Everything is out there, but I mean the news. It's like it's okay, but they only telling you what they want you to see. Like it's so much stuff going on in this. I'm saying it's just so much stuff come on, in this world.
I'm talking about the black men in our community shit. I'm talking about our kids though, because you can't even reach nobody till we reach ourselves. We teach the ones that we got. We can't even teach the ones outside of them. And then, like I said, you got to be able to show them and do the same thing that you're telling them to do. Cause, but like I said, if they have resources like where they put teach shorties how to be a masonry, like lay bricks, or be a carpenter, bricklayer, traffic flag, and anything into construction, and showing them and giving them money at the same time, like you're teaching them and giving them money at the same time, but they feel like they ain't wasting their time, they gotta wait and then do it all over again to get the money. Like then, if you have resources like that, programs like that, then yeah, maybe it might work because they can still go to school and get money at the same time. But they, like you said, we got programs like that out here right now that they pay you to go to school. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they not ready to put the groundwork in, put forward, ready to do what they gotta do to be where they want to be. Like most niggas now, they want you to just hand it to them, like give it to them. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to. Nah, I ain't finna go up to that school. Like they got free CDLs right there on Archer. I ain't seen it. Nobody went up there. Even myself. If I can, you know what I'm saying, do it, I would. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, they got to have somebody to show them to at the same time. They're not gonna listen to nobody that's just telling them something.
Exactly.
Nobody do that.
Yes. So they need more programs. People need to sit down and conversate and talk to their kids. I understand they got teenagers. I know parents have to work and focus on them, quote unquote, they say. But at the same time, your kids is more important, and we are losing kids every single day to gun violence and abuse, for real. And it's not that y'all just killing who y'all trying to kill. Y'all are killing kids and women, pregnant women at that sometimes.
Pregnant women at that.
And it gets a little bit sad.
It's past sad.
Because it's ridiculous, but it's sad because y'all not even because if y'all can't get to the person, y'all will try to get to they family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's crazy. Like,
so
they ain't playing how we played back in the day. Like they go back to revert back in the day. Like you saying, back in the 90s coming up, you had to holler at certain people like Vondale, G Bull, all the niggas to go do even a hit. You can't just go do something to somebody on the block down the street to somebody. You got to get over 21 one of them somebody and then do some crazy shit because we had structure and we had leaders. We had real leaders looking up to. You know what I'm saying? These shorties, they ain't got no leaders.
Yeah.
They don't have any leaders. That's why they're doing that. They don't have any leaders, and then the ones that made it through the life that I made it through, or made it through the life that was worse than me, that's living right now, they like, I'm not even finna even waste my time to press the pressure of the fact that I made it through that already, so they not even gonna even take the time to try to tell the shorties to stop, because they don't give a fuck. They out the way, they living comfortable, they don't gotta worry about getting shot at no more. They don't worry about getting shot at no more.
Don't you see all them over there at work?
I think they sold me a roof though. I got to go back. They did that to me the other day, man.
When you get that? You just got that?
Not today, just now, like 10, 15 minutes ago. I don't know if the flame sparked yet or something.
I'm scared now.
On the real, no, I hear it like we should. We feel that right there. Yeah. Man, don't come on. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm gonna take that job back.
I'm trying to get my lip.
Thank you, my money, please. Or switch.
Not that one. We ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm gonna show people that I got really good on me. But yes, like okay, continue.
Yeah, so they don't really got no leaders to look up to, and nobody to tell them or show them, so they ain't gonna listen to nothing. And then the mamas, the mamas, they ain't finna be keep on dealing with the disrespect. Like some mamas gotta deal with kids that disrespect them in their crib, like while they taking care of them, and then you know what I'm saying, like. Mama getting tired of that shit just like grandma is. Boy, now you
but we can't just put it on the parents because sometimes these parents out here got the kids raising them. Like these kids is out here and they make them go out there.
Some people be scared of their kids, man. Some people be scared of their kids. Like when they got them grown kids still living with them in that crib, man. Some kids be terrorizing their mama, man. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the fact that the mamas don't be wanting to keep on going through that either, get you out of jail, put money on all. They getting tired. They get tired of that shit. So then the mamas be giving up, and then shorty and them don't be having nothing. They especially if they don't got no chick with her own career. They on the block. They got a pipe. It's on. We finna hustle to get. So they ain't gonna hear nothing unless it's somebody to show them and getting money, and they ain't gotta work double time probably. So I don't know, man. You know.
Everything is a lesson learned, but these people need to really learn it. Like, it's just really ridiculous how these parents acting and these kids. It's very ridiculous because when a 3-year-old don't get to see the rest of their life, or a 5-year-old or a newborn because they got shot, like, it's ridiculous.
And then you don't even live right here. See, that's what they see. And then you giving them, you traumatizing them so bad, giving them memories. See, I can remember memories like I fell off the handlebars and broke my ankle. These kids trade stories like, oh, I got shot in my leg when I was 4 in school. I was 3 months when I got hit in my head with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them type of stories.
They stories is way different,
and that's sad because niggas don't even stand up and tell them these little dudes that they running around here with, like, they following up under the little niggas because they got more money than them. The little niggas feeding their ass, so they really can't say nothing.
Love you, Carl.
So it's a double edge, like, you know what I mean, when they come to a black man. See, they not knowing and seeing all the odds they got stacked against them before they even come out the house. You know what I mean? So they might be dealing with it inside the house, and once they get out the house, they got to deal with it like 10 times, like with niggas on the block. He can't get money because he's in competition with his guys. Then he can't stand out because his guys are him and two with niggas on the next 2 blocks. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, so I have someone, Car Brown. Sorry to cut you off. Car Brown said, it's a lot of Browns, ain't it? Thanks for the support. Love you.
Love you. Keep on watching.
Carl Brown, aka my daddy, because that's his twin. It's like when I talk to the kids, and I'm talking about the kids in general, I tell them, just like a video game, if I give you the cheat code, you're going to use it. So what's the problem with me giving you the cheat code of life, telling you what you expect when you get out? And now my computer messed up. I can't see the rest. There you go. You expect when you get out there, you use the cheat code, you will win. Thanks, Carl, for your response. And yes, everything is like a cheat code because you tell people and they can look right past it. Yeah. They go right past the main purpose of it. They go right to what makes it better. So yeah. So how do you feel about him saying that with the cheat code situation?
The cheat code's like, right, see, now you gotta be more specific about when you're saying you give somebody a cheat code. You give somebody a cheat code to what, like when you jump out well, you gotta be more specific, like when you jump in the streets or.
Well, he was saying just like with the video game, like he just giving like, you know, with the video game you jump past everything because you got the cheat code. Rather the other person gonna take the lesson. So pretty much he trying to say that your lesson won't be really learned because you gonna cheat. Like you know what I'm saying? That's just like a spelling test. If you got your words spelled down, you don't really know. You just write. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Facts. But that's when I guess how can I say? How can I say? You say how can I feel about that? Giving them a cheat code. Let me jump past.
Well, just in general, you ain't even got to use the cheat code. You could just literally
teach them the game, and they say
exactly, and they still want in so many words, they just want the easy way out.
I feel like most people want the easy way out. They want you to give them the cheat code.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They need the cheat code, or else they ain't gonna survive. Because you know how I know now. You probably how old is like you said, over 30? I could say probably whoever just had that.
Who? Car is late 40s, 50s.
Okay. Well, then you already know if they don't got nobody of your age that has seen the life or been through the life or whatever it is for us, going to school or hustling in the street, they see it for you, then they ain't gonna see it. You know, ain't nobody gonna even take the time to give them the hand because they don't care. They already see it like put themselves on the road to destruction. And people looking at them like, man, in a way already because they killing women. But you know, most people, like they say, if God can forgive you, you know, you can't forgive the next person. You know what I mean? But as far as like that topic, you can't do nothing but sit back, pray, and if, especially if it's somebody that you close to, that you love, you can't do nothing but pray for them and keep trying to tell them. And keep trying to tell them, but if it keep falling on deaf ear, that's on you because you know so many years after 18, you're a grown man. Exactly. 21, shit, grown woman.
Oh, he's 56.
56, so you know if it ain't nobody like you giving him no game, then he ain't gonna get it.
Yeah.
Niggas, they selling games. They ain't finna just teach you how to do nothing for us. Bagging up coke, cooking coke, or going to school, or learning how to do credit, or learning how to flip real estate. They ain't gonna teach you. They gonna sell it to you. So if it ain't nobody that's genuine, like I can say myself, you know what I mean? Because I give a lot of game away. You know what I mean? Then they ain't gonna get it. And then when they do get it, if the ones that do get it, they gonna do what they gotta do with it. Then they'll look back and never even say thank you for nothing. Yeah. Pay no type of reparation for it. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, we don't do stuff for people anyway.
He said no, I'm talking about going down the wrong path.
Oh, talking about
if you can tell them what you've been through instead of them going through it, this is what I call a cheat code.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, now I get you. See, yes, of course. Now, if I could talk to a group of little kids or teenagers, young teens, and they see, and I could prove to them and earn their trust and show them that I've been through that already and teach them and show them what come out of the stuff that they going through, I love to do that. I do that for minimum wage. I would need tax and I do that minimum wage.
Yeah. And that's and back then when I was growing up, we did have the older people telling us what not to do and what you can do. Yeah. But at the same time, what these kids got now in this generation is crazy. They got technology and, you know what I'm saying, social media. Like I said on one of my other episodes, if we literally had fake YouTube back then and cameras,
right now,
we would have been literally. We used to have to take pictures and the stuff come out, and we got a fan. Come on, we had mini phone. Where you at? What you doing?
Y'all know about that 7 o'clock kick in. Use that motherfucker before 7 o'clock in 30 days.
Exactly. It's in 9 o'clock. You ain't have to worry about being late going home. We knew because we couldn't use our phone.
Exactly.
I'm gonna call you after 9. If you call and hey, what's the address? Where to go? And we have to used to write that stuff down.
Yeah,
it was not.
Text, and then to the two ways came, to Motorola came with the 2 ways, we was pop.
Man, I had a beeper.
Beeper, so I was.
And only my mama damn near called me. Ain't nobody really.
Hey, it's me. I'm getting the payphone right there on the corner. This is.
Got a little beat.
Oh, there.
Boo boo. Got to do little codes. No, the problem is the mother and fathers are being friends with their kids, sitting around drinking.
Yeah, we said that.
Going to the party when
we said that.
When you know.
Yeah, that's what we said earlier. We had touched that already. We said that to the kids having kids.
Hold on, I'm saying somebody's stuff moved up. Hold on, where it go? Oh, that's Carl Brown. Why did I just see? Oh, y'all both saying it. Okay, so how do you feel about your relationship with your kids and what you think you could do different as a father? And this is coming from my Jack Butterball.
That is man, girl. That is man, girl. Why would you say something like that? What I think I could do, maybe. I don't know. It break my heart.
Nice question.
It break my heart. See, that like opened up a wound, really.
Come on.
You feel me, like for real. What I wish I could do to be a better father to my kid. I wish my baby would have chose to be home with me, and I could have been like doing stuff for her every day because I see her every day. Like, you know what I mean? I did, but you know, I let the situation handle itself. You know, that's not the only daughter I got. I got a daughter named Isley too. You know, so but I really don't even get a chance to see them both like I really want to. So it ain't on me. It's like really on the mother. But my sister, you know what I mean? She taking care of my daughter. You know.
Shout out to sis.
Yeah,
Thank
shout out
you.
to Taisha. Yeah, thank you. So I can see her, but you know, I just feel like I let time heal wounds. I let them form their own opinion of who I am, like, and choose to do. I give them the choice to, you know, be with me at night. You know what I mean? Like when they come of age, when they have their own choices. You know what I mean? I don't know what I can do to make it better. I don't know. I mean, my baby's got good relationships, but it's like I don't know. I guess right now ain't the time that you know what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know what I can do. You know, I wish I could. You know what I'm saying. Raise my kids like I'm doing other children. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's good. I don't know. Maybe I let her. Maybe I let her answer that question. She call her and ask her like, do she reach out to her father? He
said that was for fathers. Period.
Look, okay, I'm just answering on my behalf because I can't speak for another man.
He said, "Hey, bro, that wasn't for that."
No. I'm just saying, like, I'm answering the question, like, as it was opposed.
He just asking that.
Yeah, I'm just saying it was touchy. That's all. You know, my skin thick as gator, so I really, you know. But that's a touchy ass subject. And you know what? Most men need to step up more and be like fathers in their daughters' lives or their sons' lives. Because if they did, you know, hopefully they'll have a half a chance of surviving when they got two parents in one household, because they got more than one decision. If I go to my mom and be like, "Hey, mama, I need a pair of mics and a jacket," she might tell me, "Well, go shovel some snow." You know what I'm saying? Then you know, if you don't want to shovel no snow because you don't got the type of body for it, like dealing with the cold, you gotta go to pops. Hey, pops, I need a pair of mics and start a game. Hey, okay, I got you. Come to my office and just clean up through the building. The whole building from the first to the fourth floor. You know what I mean? You got different options. You know what I mean? So, that's how they go.
Okay, and Carl Brown said, wait, let me go back up.
But look, y'all. I told y'all my little homie had a Draco waiting on us. But you know what?
Sandra said a village to raise these kids nowadays. You need a village.
Yeah. Hopefully, before it's too late. For real.
Carl says Big Mama said they got to grow up and find out the truth. Yeah, rest in peace, Big Mama. And Carl said, no, the problem is mother and fathers are being friends with their kids, sitting around drinking, going to parties.
Yeah, we agree with that. We agree with that. Yeah. We agree with that. We touched on that. We said that too.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, but they didn't like that. Like I said, they come from kids having kids around the same age.
Yeah, it's almost, to me, I feel like if a mother have a baby young, 9 times out of 10, their child gonna have a baby young. And then if you drink and smoke, 9 times out of 10, your kids can. And I'm not gonna say that's all true, due to the fact that some kids wouldn't drink or smoke or put anything, you know what I'm saying? Me and my brother interact, but my sister never did at all. You know what I'm saying? With nothing. So I can't say that all kids does that, you know what I'm saying, because of if the parents do it. But at the same time, kids is strong, and if they you gotta be strong minded, because if you okay with it in the home, they get to be okay with it outside, and you know what I'm saying. And outside already gonna push the issue. Once you step outside my door, I pray for my kids because I'm so happy that they smart, man. Like they so strong minded where they don't want to try. Yeah. They won't try nothing. Yeah. You know, and I'm happy that they like that. And people be like, how do you trust your kids so much? I said, because it comes with you. Like, I trust my kids because first off, you got to give trust to your kids before, you know, you can't literally say like, oh, well, I trust my kids, but then I really don't. Like, no, I trust my kids until they give me a reason not to.
Right. But see, that still go, man, back to saying like what you teaching your kid. We had talked about that.
Exactly.
That already. We did that already. You just got to see your children. You know what I'm saying? You teaching. You're building. You ain't just putting them out there in the streets like laying on the couch watching TV. You're not ignoring them. See, you can also take care of your kids, give them everything in the house, game, all that food, keep their food, clothes, everything. But you know what I'm saying? You cannot give them attention. And then they start seeking attention other places. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about, if you got them fresh, I'm just saying like this. This is how I'm saying. If you got fresh kids, just try to keep them close to you and feed them knowledge and give them everything they want to pay attention to them, so they won't have to go to somebody else to pay attention.
Exactly. Because and that is true, because what you're not doing with your kids, and they go to their friend's house or this and that, and they see different, I wish I had that.
Yeah, but then again, I can't even say that because I done been in a situation like that, and then the children live good, but then when they go to their friends' crib, they're like, oh, they live good like that. Then when you look at it, it's like, nah, see, you got way more, and you got way more than this, but it's just the scene. The scene, you know, and then with kids, they get tired of the same scene, the same scenario, the same scene. They want excitement. Like we was kids. We wanted to see excitement. We was sneaking out the crib, young age, doing shit down the alley on the next block on the corner. So our kids gonna do it too. It's just hyphen. They gonna do it 10 times. We did it because we had guidance and with grandmothers in one house. Auntie, everybody lived in one crib.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So they didn't like that no more. So we just got to put claws on the for somebody else do. That's how they go.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, so I mean, pretty much with that being said, you guys, you know, we covered everything that had to do with the uprising of crime nationwide, you guys. That was the topic of today, and I appreciate you coming out here to not just support me, but to also get your business out as well. So why don't you go ahead and restate what you sell. He sells clothes.
We got a clothing line called Interstate Junkies, Interstate Cuties. We got our baby junkie well. We got Jungle Life Apparel. We've got books coming. You know what I mean? We got books coming. So when these books drop,
how's the books gonna be?
How much they gonna be?
No, what type of
genres are they? These genres touching on all things from abduction, poetry, self-help, religious. I got like urban novels for us, like hood novels. I got a bunch of stuff. We got a bunch of stuff coming. We're just doing seasonal. Take our time. We're just introducing it to the world. And you can find us at Banks Jihadi at Gmail. And we got some things coming for y'all.
Okay, so, stay in tune with that, guys. So, with that being said, this is episode 10. So, I am 10. So happy on the favorite 10.
Send them stars.
Yes, send them stars. Like and share and comment, you guys, and send them stars.
Yes, we love y'all questions.
Come on, you guys. Holler at them stars. Yes. So, with that being said, you heard it first from Big Root True Talk Podcast, and this music is literally from GS, the brand, and Chris Cornelius, this Christmas. Peace.
Peace.
Come on, girl. Sorry. You know, this is that, you know, the people. Try to mess up something, don't they? Backstage people. Come on, cameraman. Like, really?